So, first of all, what an amazing video.
I hope you liked it.
We traveled with that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to welcome in this discussion Mr. George Chryssikos, the founder, chairman, and CEO of Grivalia Hospitality, among other capacities. Through landmark projects such as the one and only Aesthesis and the 91 Athens Riviera, his company played a central role in reshaping the high-end hospitality landscape of the Athens Riviera. And as you know, Mr. Chryssikos has helped position this region as an emerging destination of international appeal. So, George, we are delighted to have you with us today. I would like to begin by asking you, what are the key ingredients required to transform the Athens Riviera into a globally competitive destination for high-end tourism and investment?
Well, first of all, kalimera και καλό μήνα. Very happy to be here. Athens Riviera Summit is becoming a very important get-together. Very important get-together for the prospects of, I would say, the most wonderful part of Attica region, which is the Athenian Riviera. I was very happy to see many established guests traveling from long distance to participate in this summit. And we are also very honored to be your host in this, I would say, breathtaking venue. Let me start before addressing your question on what is on view on what should be the strategy of Greece in terms of the hospitality sector and in terms of the touristic travelers. As a country, I think we have all the ingredients needed. We have an amazing country, very beautiful, very easy to access it. Beautiful weather, amazing people, amazing cuisine. We are doing quite well, and tourism has become the most important part of our economy. But we should not get greedy in terms of travelers. We are currently can accommodate around 35, 36 million tourists. This is what we've been doing the last years. We should not be looking to double or triple that amount. I would say we should be, as a country, targeting to double or triple those that spend the most and contribute the most to the economy. Athens Riviera is part of the greater Attica region. So when we are looking about what is needed for the Athenian Riviera, we shouldn't be looking only on the coastline investments, but the overall investments happening in the Attica region. What is the most important, I would say, is the infrastructure. And when we're talking about infrastructure, we're talking about the hotel infrastructure, but also we're talking about the logistics, the airport, the transportation, the road network. Everything is related with the infrastructure. What we also have to have in mind is that we are competing globally now. And we should look on what the traveler wants to have. I think the traveler wants, apart from a nice hotel, what he's actually looking, and we're going to see this trend happening more and more going forward, on the experience and on building everlasting memories. So we have to make sure that his whole journey into the Athenian Riviera, from landing into the international airport up until departure from the international airport, is a journey that is going to become his best journey in life. So it's about infrastructure, it's about elevating our offering, I would say the most important element that has been mentioned several times earlier is the people. You can have the best hotel in the world if the people cannot offer this outstanding experience to the guest, something is missing. So I would summarize it in a combination of infrastructure, of elevation of the product, building memories, and the people.
Great. Thank you very much for that perspective. Appreciate it. And you are, after all, one of the leading investors in this area, in the Athens Riviera. So since Grivalia has been central in setting up the new standards for the Athens Riviera, let us turn specifically to one of your flagship projects, the one and only Aesthesis. What does this resort represent to you, George, and for the Athens Riviera as a whole?
Yes, from Grivalia hospitality point of view, I think we do our part on elevating the offerings in Athenian Riviera. Obviously, there are others that have much more larger scale projects, and I'm referring to London Development and Hellenico, which is going to be a real game changer for the region upon completion. For Grivalia, you know, the part that we have played is with the creation of one and only Aesthesis and 91 Athens Riviera. And since we are all here, I would just say that, you know, the project speaks by itself. I think it's for Grivalia Hospitality, obviously, the flagship resort. It's the greater in terms of value, in terms of offering, and it's the one resort that we own that it opens full year round, 365 days, and it has a big impact in this region. I would say that what we have tried to create here, it's a product not for the past and not for the current time, but it's a project designed to look ahead. As you can see, we have great spaces in terms of conference venues. We have huge F&B offerings, and this was designed in purpose to capture the future demand and not only the current demand. Also, the way we have developed it is in a very sustainable way, respecting completely the location. And as you have seen in all our projects through the 2-minute video, we really want our projects to blend with the environment. Apart from that, obviously, this project has elevated the entire area, and the more projects like that, the more the prospects and the possibilities that the Athenian Riviera has. Already in Athenian Riviera, starting from Sunio, going to Island, then going to Four Seasons, then we have the developments happening in the Vula coastline, we have the Glyfada coastline, moving towards the Hellenico project, which is a huge, as I said, game changer, and then going towards the Piraeus port. Many things are happening, and everybody has to play a role here.
Of course, I totally agree, and thank you for sharing this with us. So, moving to the next one, the Athens Riviera, the 91 Athens Riviera, which is especially innovative, introducing unique concepts like luxury clubbing and a private members club, the first exclusive private members club of its kind, with access to the sea, not only in the Athens Riviera, but also in the sea, in all of Greece, the first one of its kind. So what drove this diversification, and how do you see such new models impacting the future of hospitality in Greece?
Well, we are very proud for what we have done next door in Vula, 91 Athens Riviera. I don't know how many of you used to know that place. How was it for decades? It was practically a ghetto of illegal activities, full of garbage, landscaping that was dying and abandoned for many, many years. I think what we have created here is a completely different product. It's a hybrid project, includes a private membership club and a luxury clamping, as long as a very nice beach restaurant and quite elevated beach offering. Our goal was to create a very nice place for socializing, for exercising, for wellness. And I think it's going to be a very nice example of how things can be developed in Greece, in other areas closer to the water. Let me tell you that the clamping is not part of permanent building structures. We don't need to request for building coefficient this close to the water. And I think it's a smart way of capturing amazing locations that we have all over the mainland of Greece, but also in many, many islands.
Great. So from an investment standpoint now, what trends are you observing in the global luxury hospitality sector, and how well positioned is Greece, particularly the Athens Riviera, to capture this momentum? So could you also share how Grivalia incorporates sustainability principles into its developments, and how this shapes your long-term vision for the Athens Riviera, which is what you just started mentioning about 91?
I mean, sustainability has become I would say, the single most important element in all future developments. And those who are, having in their DNA are the ones that are gonna succeed going forward. And when we're talking about sustainability, we're not talking only about eco-friendly buildings. Is the whole operations, the way you're treating the environment, the way you're treating your disposals, what type of energy you're using, but it's also the mentality on the people to be focused and be really aware of what we are talking about. And some companies view that aspect as a cost and only as an intangible, let's say, a label. Let me tell you that it is a very tangible and has great financial benefits. Also, we have seen that the more demanding the guest and the traveler, the more aware is of features of sustainability, and we have seen a big trend of travelers favoring eco-friendly projects over, old establishments. It might not make sense at the beginning, because always, to build something sustainable like we have done here means an increase in the development budget, but in the long run, you're getting it back in multiple times.
That's very important. So, thank you very much for highlighting all these priorities. And of course, Grivalia activity extends beyond the Riviera. So could you tell us more about your significant pipeline of projects in other destinations? Where should we expect to see Grivalia's footprint expand next? Can you share with our audience?
I mean, you get a quick snapshot from the video.
Yes.
But let me tell you that we don't have a strategy to become the largest, the biggest, or to have the most assets in the region. We believe in sustainable growth of our company. the first phase of growth of Grivalia, because we are a recently born company. We haven't been here for 20, 30 years. We're just here only for 9, 10 years. The first phase of growth was completed with all the projects that you have seen. That last one to become fully operational was 91 Athens Riviera, and this resort, one and only Essex, became full operational this year. In the pipeline, we have 2 iconic projects. I would say the most advanced in terms of permitting is the Petali, the Six Senses project. Wow. We anticipate to get the presidential decree in the second half of 2026 that will open the doors for a full permitted project in the beginning of the development. We have faced some difficulties in this process because we still live in a country that bureaucracy is quite heavy. Everybody has to work on how to resolve and expedite this type of strategic important projects. And we believe that it's going to complete the offering of the greater Attica region, despite the fact that Petali is a complex of islands between Attica and Evia. We still consider that it will capture the demand that's going to come going forward into the Attica region. The commuting is going to be mainly with helicopters and with boats. Just to give you an idea, the heli transfer from the international airport is only 5 minutes, and the boat transfer is only 20 minutes. So it's part of the greater offering of the Attica region. And now we see the growth of the Athens Riviera. Be sure that in the next decades we're going to see the expansion of that growth into the remaining coastline of the Attica region.
So, George, you and your team have set up such a high standards and making it an amazing attraction all of the country for international and local guests. So to close, I would like to return to our Athens Riviera itself. As we look ahead, what is your vision for Athens Riviera for the next decade? And how do you see Grivalia Hospitality continue to play a leading role in driving this transformation?
I would say that we're talking about the most beautiful part of Attica, that it was deserted for many decades, or I would say wrongly commercialized. But this is changing fast. However, we have to be patient because this huge regeneration that is taking place in that part will take years. You cannot transform it overnight. But we are strong believers that as soon as everything, and during the process, but as soon as everything has been completed, Athens and Athens Riviera will be a game changer to definitely to Europe, but also in nearby regions. In our view, Athens, with a developed Athens Riviera, we have the whole package. And if you compare to the number of visitors in Athens, Greater Attica, which used to be 7.5 million, last year was 9 million. If you compare it with the number of visitors in Rome, in Madrid, in Barcelona, in Paris, you can really see the future and what's happening and what's coming. I would dare to say that in the next 5 years, we might see 15 million and more of visitors in Athens, and the bet is to spread them over the entire year. That will generate huge wealth for the Greek economy, huge wealth for the Athenians, and always we have to take into account that we should be developing things that elevate the lifestyle of the Athenians and not, trying to push them to the outskirts. We have to be also very close with our neighbors and the Athenians. But the prospects are huge.
Yes, totally agree. So, George, thank you very much for sharing your insights with us today. Your perspective on a luxury hospitality and for the future of Athens Riviera offers very valuable food and prospects and for thought for our audience and all of our stakeholders. So, and we all look forward to Grivalia's next steps in the year ahead, and congratulations for your sustainability vision and for setting up such a high standards for all of Greece. Thank you.
Thank you very much.